Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is Toys_R_Us. This is going to be part 1 of 2 of the news. I've broken it down into 2 videos again just because of the sheer quantity of things that I want to share with yourselves. And I know this is a little bit earlier than normal, but the reason why this is earlier than normal is because of part 1. Or point 1, shall we say. And point 1 is exactly that. And as you can see, this is HasLab's Victory Saber. And I've already had confirmation yesterday that mine was out for delivery. And I'm pretty much expecting mine to be at home literally when I finish work, so I can start the video on that straight away and get it out to you guys as soon as possible. So I pretty much am sure everybody in the UK has had their confirmation emails, and indeed the fact that we know that if they're not receiving it today, it could be any time this week because they've all been dispatched. So again, apologies for me being a bit early, but I will be reviewing this guy hopefully later on and get it up as soon as possible. Moving on, this is again something that we've seen before, but it's again even more prevalent because the figure is now available, and also Hasbro Pulse have confirmed that my Shattered Glass Soundwave is also out. Whether that comes at the same time, I do not know, but these covers are great. And the reason again why I'm showing you this is because of this bit here. This is a page which I've zoomed in from the comic, and look there, that is Metro Titan, of course it is. Obviously it's a Shattered Glass Metroplex, but Metro Titan of course was his own character in his own right in the Japanese continuity, and of course we had that leaked listing a good couple of months ago now, and we've not had any clarification or confirmation from it at all. I really believe that I'm thinking it's going to be this rather than Omega Supreme. That's probably a little bit more in hope rather than in any factual knowledge, but you know, we just keep seeing this in all the comics, so who knows. If you don't know who he is, type in Metro Titan to the search bar on this channel and there's a full review of him. So now we're going to go through a few images of figures again that we're all hotly anticipating. This time is the turn of Legacy Evolution, Tarn and Leo Prime. So because these figures are pretty much popping up everywhere around the world, this lucky person has managed to get hold of both of them. And indeed, there's some great actual in-hand images, not mine, but in-hand images of these figures. Now you can see there that obviously Optimus Primal can indeed ride Leo Prime. And I'm just laughing at the backgrounds because I know I'm very hypocritical sitting here now with reflections and doing things on my stairs at home. But I suppose sometimes we just take our pictures and take our videos wherever we can, and we just forget about what's actually on or going on in the background. But you can see here, he looks huge compared to Optimus Primal. And I was really pleased and impressed with the Optimus Primal figure. So this guy looks even better, shall we say. Still no clue. In fact, I'm still waiting for Legacy Wave 3, never mind Evolution in the UK, but I'll do another toy hunt and sighting soon. Just going to share a few more images. What I really like about this Tarn image is you can see on the back of the throne that they've also put his weapons, so you can obviously store them on there as well. Great use for Starscream's throne. Figure itself looks fantastic. This is one of the ones I am really excited to get hold of and experience, because again, by my own admission, limited knowledge on this guy, really need to start catching up with IDW. But again, some great poses, great pictures, interesting backgrounds, and yeah, again, just some brilliant in-hand images of these figures. There he is, of course, compared with Netflix Voyager Class Prime. So he's a good Voyager class size, which is great. And again, the alternate mode looks fantastic as well. Okay, we've seen Hot Rod already in hand. Sixo's lucky enough to have him, and funnily enough, mine from In Demand has been dispatched as well, so I'm going to have a really busy week ahead. And just again, in-hand images of both of these figures. This is how they come in packed. The only real difference I can see between this one, the Takara Book one I did a review on recently, is the red eyes. Otherwise, well, again, just can't wait to get hold of these figures, to be honest, and see how they look, yeah, on the shelves. Right, moving on to something, I'm going to read this out. This is some well, basically, yeah, exactly that, Transformer watches. And the top line, it says Moby Fox. It doesn't say Megan Fox, unfortunately. Moby Fox specialised in officially licensed smartwatch bands and exclusive watch faces. They've updated their website with images and information on their officially licensed Transformers smartwatches. So there's 2 themed smartwatches. It's Optimus Prime and Megatron. It's got the sizes of obviously how big the straps are there, and again, I've got some pictures to show you. These are really good, to be honest. These are super cool. Obviously the Apple or smartwatch is indeed separately purchased. It's just the straps that go with it. This of course is the Optimus Prime one. Brilliant trailer homage, and of course normal Optimus Prime details and decals on it. It looks really good. Megatron one as well is coming up. Again, looks fantastic. Loving the of course artwork on the strap, and indeed, as you can see there, the G1 box art on the screen, it just tops it off perfectly. So there you go, they are from Moby Fox. There is a link on TFW 2005 if you want to see more of them. Next, we've just very quickly seen is some in-hand images of Tarn Twitch. She is of course from Earthspark, one of the completely new characters, and she looks really good. And I know that these, I suppose, how can we dub them? They're probably just a bit of a step up from Cyberverse figures, because they are quite basic, they are quite gappy, and of course they are marketed at, I suppose, a younger audience. But let's be honest, this figure is screen accurate. It really is. There's absolutely no need for... Oh, I'm just literally getting updates on my phone saying it's due anytime soon, I think, from my Hasbro. So I'll read them at the end. But anyway, back to Tarn Twitch. And you can see here she looks great, as I was saying. There is the comparison with her and her on-screen appearance. It's great. It's exactly that. You're not going to need a Studio Series version of this figure because she looks fantastic. Again, still no sign of any Earthspark figures on the shelves in the UK yet, but of course I will keep you updated. And there she is, of course, with some of the other cast of the same cartoon. Again, looks good. Nice new idea for the drone alternate mode. I think it looks great. Can't wait to get hold of one of her for myself as well. Right, moving on to some third-party stuff, I believe. In fact, no, before we get there, some Rise of the Beast. So if you want to go to T-Formers or TFW 2005, or indeed, if you want to go to the director of his own Instagram account, he is giving Director Stephen Capel Jr. there is a behind-the-scenes tour. Now, there's a link here, as I say, on TFW 2005, or you can just go to his Instagram. Not only have we got a behind-the-scenes tour, we've also got an interview as well. Again, you can see there's a link here on TFW 2005, and this is via Black Girl Nerds YouTube. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Via Black Girl Nerds YouTube channel, we've got an interview with Rise of the Beast director Stephen Capel Jr. and main actor Anthony Ramos. So again, if you want to catch up on the Rise of the Beast news, there's two things there for you to literally be able to watch, which is great. Now we're moving on to some third party. I've took these images direct from the Iron Factory Weibo account. This is Iron Factory EX59, perhaps called the Collector. This is their take on pipes. Now, what I really like about this, again, apologies for the glare, is the robot mode is a brilliantly G1 accurate pipes figure. Looks fantastic. And the reason why I'm saying this with a little bit maybe of anticipation in the voice is because the alternate mode is nothing like G1 pipes at all. And I love it when they do things like this. Funnily enough, the Perceptor I reviewed recently from Reveal the Shield, the robot mode is G1 as it comes, but then of course the alternate mode was a half-track vehicle, completely different. This reminds me of something like that. Robot mode, beautiful G1 homage, and there of course is the vehicle mode. Nothing like a G1 pipes figure at all. Excuse me. Moving on to another two more things to go. This is a Dr. Wu. This is fantastic. This is again from their Weibo. This is their DW E14 Energy Dragon SD Triptychon, and it's basically like it's a 10 centimeter tall, and it's like a super chibi style figure, which means it's got the large head, etc. It looks great. Energy Dragon. It's actually got 4 modes, even though I've only got 3 of them here. We've got, of course, the normal Dragon, T-Rex, Dinosaur mode, which of course we're very affiliated with. We've then got the base mode, which you'll see in a second. It looks so good, doesn't it? There's the base mode. There's even a full tilt there, which can go and be used on it. So we've got base mode, we've got battle station mode you're going to see in a second. And apparently it transforms into a cube as well, but I've not seen that mode or images just yet. This is the battle station mode, where they've even got, again, full tilt at the front. Just genius. I mean, this is 10 centimeters. This is a tiny tiny little figure. And the very last thing I'm going to leave you with on this very early edition of What's Happening Wednesday is the fact that Deathsaurus, Desanrus, whatever you want to call him, he has reached over 14,000 already, which means we've got confirmation that we are getting the living metal destroying cannon. Fantastic. So this is part 1 of the news. There's at least 10 other things coming up in part 2 in about 18 or so hours. Depends how fast I can get the video out and ready for you. With regards to the channel, you've obviously heard I've got Victory Saber coming imminently. I've got Shattered Glass Soundwave again imminently, and indeed the movie accurate pink hot rod figure as well as trying to do some older figures, and indeed the Raiden build, and a couple more collection showcases while I'm in the process of moving my room around. Huge thank you to everybody for all the support. Thank you to channel members. Thank you to everybody who's watching, liking, commenting and sharing what I do on this channel. It's massively appreciated that everybody is liking it and enjoying this journey I'm having just as much as myself. Thanks very much, guys. Hopefully get the Victory Saber out to you in a few hours. Brilliant. Take care.